So friends and friendship. Friendship is pretty hard work. You gotta work at it. And the quote I got is, "Friendship is a plant we must often water," by German proverb. So I believe that there's like certain steps or different types of water that you have to use. Like the first one I will be talking about is conversation. The second one I will be talking about is trust, and the third one is like activity and hanging out. So the first one, conversation. Basically, it's like to build a friendship, you need to talk to each other, you know, work things out, make sure you guys are good and everything. And mostly you gotta just talk all the time, you know, if you want a really good friendship. Or if you want more of like a subtle friendship, you don't have to talk like every day, just once a week, make sure they're doing okay. And through conversation, like you find out how they're doing, if they're okay, like get updates, you know, maybe things have changed in their life and something bad could have happened. Okay, so second thing we're going to talk about is trust. Basically, trust is like building confidence and, you know, making sure you can rely on that friend. So like basically you have to just like trust you, like you want to make sure they're going to be there for you. So say if, you know, you just broke up with your girlfriend, you know, and you want to know like everything's going to be okay, you call your friend or something, you know, you have trust, you trust them. Or say like you think something's bad's gonna happen, like maybe your girlfriend's gonna cheat on you and you don't know, and your friend knows, but you know, if you guys have trust, you know, you guys can tell you or talk about it or something like that. Okay, and the third and final thing I want to talk about is like activity. Basically, this is like the number one thing you gotta do. It's you gotta hang out, you gotta do stuff together, because basically if you guys are just like talking online, it's not really like a total good friendship. Maybe it's just like you guys are like friends through MySpace or Facebook, but like you have to hang out, go to the movies, do stuff together. Like it can be a variety of things. So like in essence, you know, you do have to work pretty hard at friendship, and you gotta make sure like a plant, you gotta check like every day, things are, you gotta tend to it, make sure things are okay. And yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna just take my quote. Yeah, I don't want to see, because there's not going to be yours. If you look at someone else's quotes, you can't even get an idea of what your quote's going to be. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to help you.
No, like my quote.
Wait, what?
I said, yeah, that's true. Like my quote's not like that.
Yeah. Like, you can't get an idea of it, because the bracelets are so bad.
No.
How awkward would that be?
What did you do about me?
I have to say this. Bernie said it.
What do you think about it? I don't mean this.
Nobody would.
Hey,
DaShawn, I thought that you had an okay opening. I think that your thesis finally becomes a little bit clearer once you get to the preview. You did have a really good preview, though, and that structure, I think, helped you a lot in developing the contents of the speech. Your first point's not really well developed, but the second and the third points, I thought you had some okay examples, and there's probably more that you can say about each of those. You'll think of that in about 5 minutes. It'll be, oh, I should have said that, I should have here's an example, here's a person that, in fact, I'm just Facebook friends with, you know, that kind of thing. And you'll have some of those things that'll occur to you as you go along. But I like the illustrations that you came up with. They just needed a little bit more detail to get you involved in the speech so that you can be more enthusiastic about it. The presentation is okay. Your voice, I think, is a little low-key. There's not a lot of variety in your voice, and the energy level seems low, and I think you need to get a little bit more engaged there. However, it flows together very smoothly. You seem to be going straightforward through the presentation, not a lot of hesitancies and awkward pauses. So I thought that that came across pretty well. Your gestures are very limited. You start off with your hands in your pocket, and then you've got some nervous shoulder touching kind of things that goes on. And then there's this little bit of, kind of clapping sort of thing that you're doing with your hands that looks a little bit nervous. You look up, but it's like I've said to a lot of people before, you tend to, when you look up, you're really looking up here in front of you. Don't forget that there are people over here, people over here, people up front, and you want to engage the whole audience. And I think that that means that you have to kind of change the orientation of your body a little bit, move your head and talk to people, not just kind of stand there in that one position. I wouldn't say quite deer in headlights sort of thing, but it does seem like you are kind of stuck, just focused on what's going on right in front of you, and you need to get a little bit more relaxed and engaged there. All right, thank you.